Welcome back. In the previous class, I have discussed about the balanced delta connection, and before that we have seen the balanced YY connection, balanced Y delta connection. Today we are going to see the last topology, that is balanced delta Y connections, and goal again remains the same, that we have to calculate the line current as well as the phase current, and we have to see the relationship between line voltage and phase voltage. So keeping these kind of things in mind, we are going to start the today's lecture. So again I will start lecture with the definition. So formal definition of the balanced delta Y system is that class of system which consists of a balanced delta connected source feeding a balanced Y connected load. That is the formal definition of the balanced delta Y connection. And now I think that you are become familiar, because from the last 3 lectures I am discussing about these kind of connection. So here you can see that this is the topology of 3-phase delta source, and here I have 3-phase Y load. So all other things are very standard. Now again, whenever we have to write the mathematical equation, we are assuming that some kind of sequence of the rotor with respect to a stator. So again I am assuming the positive sequence, means ABC sequence. So assuming the ABC sequence, I can write the phase voltages of a delta connected source. Please again be careful with respect to the definition. Here I am talking about the phase voltage of delta connected source, means I am calculating the voltage with respect to VAB. And in case of the delta, but same kind of things if I define for the Y connection, then I am going to talk about the VAN. So sometimes people are mixing the terminology. So these kind of terminology people are using in the book. Due to that reason I am going to follow this similar kind of terminology. So here, that is the phase voltage of delta connected source. It means that I am talking about this VAB. So please do not confuse VAN with the VAN. And after that, again I have VBC, that is VP minus 120 degree, VCA. So if I know the RMS value of 1, it is possible to generate or write the mathematical expression of other voltages, because we know the sequence, and that is the positive sequence. And from the topology, it is clear that these are the line voltage, means voltage between these two lines, as well as the phase voltage. So let us write this. So same kind of things. So what I am telling, that these are also the line voltages as well as the phase voltages. Now I have to obtain the line current. So line current means, you can see here that here I am assuming the small a, here I am assuming using the capital A, and I am basically connecting this a small a to capital A by some wire, and I want to calculate the current which is flowing through a small a to capital A, and that I am defining as a line current. So one can obtain this line current in various way, but one of the simplest way is to apply KVL in this particular loop. Loop is A, A, B, B, and B, and after that, just if I write KVL in this loop, so after applying KVL in this particular loop, I am going to write, or I am going to find the expression for the line current. So let us come to the expression for the line current. So I am going to talk about the line current. So I have three lines, so line currents. So I am going to apply KVL to loop, and I have identified that loop, that is A N B B A. Basically I have Y connected load, and in case of Y connected load, this is basically N. So after writing the equation, I am able to find this VAB plus ZY IA minus ZY IB equal to 0. So it is not difficult to verify. If you just see here, then here IA current is basically going to enter here, IB current is going to enter here, IC current is going to enter here. So due to that reason, I have written ZY into IA, ZY into IB. And if I am going to travel in this loop, at that time the direction of this and this is basically not the same. Due to that reason, one is positive and another is negative. Due to that reason, this kind of equation comes into picture, and from here it is possible to write ZY equal to IA minus IB, and that is exactly equal to VAB, and I have defined VAB from the positive sequence I have defined like this. So now from this expression I am able to know what is IA minus IB, that is nothing but this by ZY. Now since we know that whatever source I have connected, that is in positive sequence, so due to this reason I can also able to write that IB lags IA by 120 degree, because this is due to assumption, since we assumed the positive sequence means ABC sequence. Due to that reason we are writing like this. And due to this reason mathematically I can also write like this: IB is IA and this is minus 120 degree. So once I will know this relation, then from above I can also able to write like this: IA minus IB is now IA 1 minus 1 into minus 120 degree. And if you again write this kind of things in form of complex number, and again in order to convert in form of phasor, you have to calculate the magnitude as well as the phase, then it is possible to write like this: IA root 3 and angle is 30 degree. And if you substitute value of IA, so here what I have observed that IA minus IB is IA root 3 30 degree, and from the previous one you can see that here I have calculated IA minus IB is VP 0 degree by ZY. So from here it is possible to write that the following thing. So by substitution I can able to write. So first I will write, and after that we are able to understand that why I have written this kind of expression. So basically I have now IA, that is VP by root 3 and angle is minus 30 degree and by Z. So in this way I am able to calculate the line current. And if I know one, then it is possible to calculate other, because we know that is in positive sequence. So from this we obtain the other line current and other line currents are IB and IC. So I can calculate IB as well as IC using the positive phase sequence. So basically, since I know the IA, so it is comment possible to comment about the IB. So IB is IA and phase is minus 120 degree. Similarly, IC is IA and phase is plus 120 degree. So this is due to the positive sequence. If you assume negative sequence, then result is obviously the different. And from here, one can also observe one more thing, the and that I am going to write. The phase current are equal to the line current. So this is the one of the way to establish relation between line voltage as well as phase voltages and line current as well as phase current. Now another way to analyze the same circuit by the conversion of or replacement of delta connected source with its equivalent Y connected source, and then I have Y and Y connection. So let us try to see that how to proceed that. So basically I have initially delta connected source, three phase delta connected source, and after that I am going to convert it into the Y connected source. So Y connected source can be looks like this, and from here, same as the first, whenever I have started the Y to Y connection, at that time what we have found that line to line voltage of Y connected source leads their corresponding voltage by 30 degree. So using that kind of result, I am able to establish the all other voltage. So I am going to take the help of the Y to Y connection connected result. So basically what we have found that line to line to line voltages of a Y connected source lead their corresponding phase voltages by 30 degree Therefore, we obtain each phase voltage of the equivalent Y connected source by dividing the corresponding line voltage of the delta connected source by root 3 and shifting its phase by minus 30 degree, and in this way we are able to convert the delta connected source into Y connected, the equivalent same like the above diagram. Y connected source has the phase voltages, and now I am going to write just the mathematical expression, and mathematical expression for that is like this: VAN equal to VP by root 3 30 degree, and after that similarly I can write VBN equal to VP root 3 150 degree, and VCN equal to, from the above observation I am just writing in form of the mathematics, then it is better to apply whenever we will solve the problem related to the conversion of the delta source into y source. So now what we have seen that if you see the configuration, then in delta source may or may not have the impedance. If they have impedance, then we have to transform that impedance also during the conversion of the delta into y. So if the delta connected source has source impedance, and suppose that source impedance is Zs per phase, the equivalent Y connected source will have a source impedance, and again that will divided by Zs by 3. We have already seen this kind of conversion in the previous class. So in this way, if I have some kind of practical, because I am assuming that impedance is also associated with the source, so due to that reason I am telling that practical three phase delta source, I am able to convert into practical three phase Y connected source by dividing the voltage Vp by root 3 and angle whatever I have written above, and at the same time I have also need to transform the impedance, and that impedance is now divided by the 3. So in this way it is possible to convert the delta connected balance source into Y connected balance source, and once source is transformed, then it become YY system, and we have already seen that whenever we have YY system, then it is very easy to analyze the YY system, and for that I have to just consider the one equivalent circuit, and here in YY configuration it is possible to write this voltage, because after conversion we are getting this kind of voltage, and basically this equivalent circuit I have taken from the Y to Y balance Y to Y connected system. From at that time we have observed that if I have balanced Y to Y connected system, then all three phases are equivalent to one single phase, so I can separate one phase from the another. So same kind of things I am going to use here, and in this way I am able to find the line current IA, and that line current IA is nothing but Vp by root 3, angle is minus 30 degree, divided by Zy. And if I am able to calculate IA, then from the positive sequence it is possible to calculate the other value IB, IC. Another way, one can also think that since this is delta and Y connection, so one can also convert the Y connected load now in delta, and then we will get the delta delta connection, and same kind of analysis one can use, but I am not going to discuss that. because these two possible way is more better than the third one. So now let us come to the conclusion part. So what we have observed from the last four lecture, that I have talked about the all possible connections, so four different possible connection, and we have discussed earlier that delta connected load is more desirable than the Y connected load. It is easier to alter the load in any one phase of the delta connected loads, and this is possible because the individual loads are connected directly across the line. However, if you go to the source side, then in source side the delta connected source is hardly used in the practical purpose, because any slight imbalance in the phase voltages will result in the unwanted circulating current. So due to that reason, conclusion is that for practical purpose we are connecting balance source in Y topology and load in the delta topology. That is the conclusion of the all four classes. But in several application or due to several time some restriction, people are connecting in any four way. So due to that reason, you have to learn or become familiar with all possible connection. So now I am going to talk about one numerical example, and after that I will close the today's lecture. So suppose I have one balanced Y connected load, and phase impedance I am assuming this, and again I am assuming that I have delta connected source and positive sequence, and line voltage is 210. Now I have to calculate the phase current, and I am assuming that VAB is the reference. So if VAB is the reference, then I can calculate VCA with respect to VAB by considering the positive sequence. So let us see the solution. So load impedance is given, so I have converted again that in phasor form, same like the previous example, whatever we have done in the previous chapters, previous lectures. And here I have VAB, and now what I am going to do, I am going to convert delta source into Y connected source, because in this way we are getting one advantage, that three phase circuit can be analyzed using just single phase connection. Due to that reason, we are prefer this kind of transformation, and we have seen that after transforming delta into Y we will get this kind of relation, and once I will get this, I can able to calculate the line current, and keeping the positive sequence in mind, I can calculate the IB IC, and we are getting this kind of numerical value. I am not going to discuss about the numerical value. In this way one can solve the numerical related to balanced delta Y connected load. So this is the story about the three phase circuit, that how to connect source with the load. Now In next class, I am going to discuss about the power in the balance system, and there we are also seeing the advantage of three-phase connection with respect to single one. So with these remark, I am going to close the today's lecture.